Goals Gym members, Marquese Johnson once again to start you guys off with the upper body functional in-home workout that I put together for myself that does require weights. And I do want to say this, this is for the overachievers, intermediate to advanced fitness enthusiasts out there, okay? So I brought it back, turned back the clock to one of my first sets of weights my dad first got me when I first got into fitness, which was like around 11 years old. I got a pair of 10-pound dumbbells, 15-pound dumbbells, and 20-pound dumbbells, okay? I do have a 40 and a 35. I got an easy bar curl as well. Easy bar barbell. And I am a company man. Gold's Gym, 10-pound plates over here. I got a mat as well. And pretty much what I want to do now is walk y'all through exactly how we're going to set things up, okay? I kind of wanted to throw you guys a curveball, something that maybe some of you aren't familiar with. So instead of doing just 3 sets, 4 or 5 sets, or whatever it is, I'm going to break this up into 3 10-minute segments of as many rounds as possible, okay? So, you know, one group, you might only be able to get 3, some might be able to do 4, but, you know, this is going to be contingent upon where your level of fitness is, depending on how much you get through the actual workout itself, okay? Again, this will be an upper body functional workout. The first 10 minutes of the AMRAP is going to be 10 pull-ups, push-ups into mountain climbers, and an ab wheel, okay? So I'm going to show y'all exactly how the first segment should be done. So we're going to come over here. Okay, I have the multi-grip pull-up, so I like the challenge of coming more outside for the wide grip. You can come in for a neutral grip, which is second hardest, and then this is third hardest. So the closer you go inside, the easier it will be. But if you want more of a challenge, come outside. But if that's too hard, don't worry about it. I just want you to do pull-ups, okay? That's all I need you to do. So for what you want to do is just 10 pull-ups, come out wide, again, or neutral. You'll be out here, coming straight down, up, 1, 2, up to 10. The key here, and this is with anything you do, body control. You're not in a rush, get it done properly. If 10 is too much for you to do, scale it down to 8, 6, 5, something that you know you can do consistently no matter how many sets that you do in general, okay? Next, we got the push-ups into the mountain climber. Now, this is a mountain climber with a 4-point touch. So you're gonna do 1 push-up and to touch your left shoulder, right knee into left elbow, left knee into right elbow. That's 1 rep, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you, this part's hard, okay? So what you're gonna do, you're gonna be here, down, up, 1, right knee, left elbow, left knee, right elbow. That's 1. Up. Okay. So with that said, you're gonna do 10 reps total of that, okay? Now what's next is the ab wheel, okay? This is easily a staple of mine. I've always used it ever since my dad got me my first when I was in college. This is something I probably use 3 to 4 times out the week on a regular basis. So if you don't have this, be creative. Use whatever core exercise you feel like you can do consistently, or just as a replacement if you don't have this. I really don't care if it's not an ab wheel. Just make sure it's a core related exercise. So when you're using an ab will, I see a lot of people mess this up, okay? You wanna start with an arched back, okay? Sorry. There we go. You wanna start with an arched back, almost like a cat. You're here, you wanna roll out and come right back. The key here is when you allow yourself to start with an arched back, it's going to allow you to spread out into a straight back in the end. Because what you don't want to do is start here like this, which I see a lot of people do all the time. If you start here with an arched back and then roll out, you're putting your lower back in a compromised position. That's what you don't want to do. So starting here, it's almost the opposite of what I tell everybody in the gym, to not round your back. But when it comes to the ab wheel itself, you do want to do that in the starting phase. So you're here, coming out, come right back in. So for this, 10 to 15 reps. So that's the first segment, okay? Pull-ups, push-ups and the mountain climbers, 10 reps total, 10 to 15 reps of the ab wheel. That's the first segment. Segment number 2, again, as many rounds as possible, 10 reps. 10 minutes. So, first exercise, I'm gonna just use the 20-pound dumbbell as an example. You're gonna be kneeling, one arm up. It's gonna be counterintuitive. Whatever arm that you're gonna use, you want the opposite leg up. So right arm, left leg, vice versa, left arm, right leg. So we're gonna be here, straight up, over the head. Come back down, up, come back down, up. Do not come out here. Do not come right here. You want your arm pretty much parallel to your ear. Coming straight down, right over. Straight down, right over. Completely vertical, aiming straight for the ceiling, okay? So that's the pressing portion of this. Now the pulling aspect for this this portion or this group is going to be a 3-way dumbbell row. The reason why I wanted to do this is because even if you have weights, you may not have necessarily the heaviest amount of weight to use, like myself. I think the heaviest I got over here is 40 pounds. So this is just a good way to give you like another variation to use. And this is stuff like you can do in a hotel. So what you're gonna do, when I say a 3-way dumbbell row, you're gonna use your standard grip, right? That's gonna be first, 8 reps. So you're gonna be here, boom. Aim for the floor, elbow straight back, 8 reps just like this. After that, we're gonna go into a wide grip. So give your hand a neutral position, go from here to here, and then act as if you're doing a 1-arm barbell row. 1, 2, 3, 8 reps just like that. Then underhand, 8 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 8. Okay, so 8 reps each way, both arms. That's 1. Okay, so that's going to be, well, not 1 rep, but part of the set. Okay, so 8 reps each way, each arm. And then the last thing I have you do, okay, we got Bosu ball leg lifts. Probably one of my favorite lower abdominal ab exercises I think you can do. I've been using it a lot with a lot of my clients. It's been pretty successful. So with this one, I'm gonna ask that you do 10 to 15 reps.
That's just, again, that's just depending on where your level of fitness is. You know, if 10's a lot, then stay at 10 or less. If 10 is, I don't know, to go to 15. So, I'm gonna be here, up. That's one. Up. That's two. That's three. So, kneeling, overhead press, 10 per side, 3-way dumbbell row, Bowls of ball leg lifts, 10 to 15 reps. That's group 2. Now, group 3 is going to require, well, I'm going to show you guys over here. Bandit face pulls. Okay, I have red and blue. Blue is the harder resistance. It's a more difficult resistance than the red. I use the red most frequently, I would say. But if the red becomes too light for you, like for me, I think the blue is good for me for this exercise that I'm getting ready to do. So I'll just use the blue as an example. But just in general, I would highly recommend you guys invest into a pair of these bands. I use these all the time. I mean, with a lot of my clients, for the most part, I find myself just walking around with them just because I never know if I need to use them depending on what I'm having to do with that client. So, I'm gonna tie this around the pull-up bar here. So, I mean, and you don't have to use a pull-up bar. Just find something where you think you can anchor this to. So you're gonna wrap this around just like this, okay? Wrap this around. Pretty much, this is centered in the pull-up. Under, pull just like that, and we're good. Bang, bang. All right, good. So from here, you can do this standing or kneeling. I prefer kneeling. I always think wherever you're most stable is probably what you should do. And pretty much body control again. If you have better body control, that's probably the best position you should be in. So we're gonna be here, kneel down, keep the elbows high, pull straight back. 20 reps. Now, the reason why I'm going higher reps with this one is because since it's a band, it's not necessarily going to be difficult immediately, but once you start getting to 12, 13, 14, and 15, that's when you'll really start things heating up. So that's why I have that at that amount rep-wise, so 20 reps here. Now the next one I'm gonna have you guys do is a dumbbell snatch, okay? So 10 reps per arm when we do this exercise. So I'll just use the 20 pounds as an example. We're gonna be here. Start pretty much in the center of your body with the weight. You're here, break your knees slightly, come right back up. Here. Keep the weight close to your body. Okay, 10 reps per arm, just like that. And then the last thing I have you guys do is a dumbbell rear delt fly. You can use the Bozu ball if you like. If you think this is too low, use a chair or couch, whatever you guys want to do. 15 reps here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 15. So, banded face pulls, 20 reps. Dumbbell snatches, 10 reps. Dumbbell rear delt flies, 15 reps. Again, every group is 10 minutes, as many rounds as possible, 30 minutes total, and you're done. honestly, me just going through this as an example, I'm already kind of like out of breath. So this should be a good challenge for you guys. This is something you guys can do every Monday, every other day, whatever you guys want to do. But I'm sure it'll be, efficient for you guys where you guys don't feel like you're too deprived from being away from the gym. So what I'll try to do for you guys on a daily basis is just pretty much document what I do for myself daily and just go from there. So until next time, Marquese, Gold's Gym at Lothian. See you guys next time.